Welcome back to Courses Arsenal podcast, the Courses Arsenal Army. Big man thing, big man thing, big man thing. Thank you so much, guys, for holding on. YouTube had crashed. YouTube had crashed, but now it's back, and I'm back with Allegri. I thought I was going to talk about Brendan Rodgers first, but I think I'll talk about Allegri first, then Mikel Arteta second, then we'll talk about much of what's really happening down there. But real talk. Before we go into the real talk today, it's confirmed that we'll be playing Benfica in the round of 32 UEFA Europa League. That is unfair. I'm telling you, that is not fair. Now, I'm not saying the draw is not fair or something, but it's one draw that you don't want at this time. Benfica is one of the best clubs there in the tournament. You don't want to face Benfica at this time. So we shall be playing Benfica right there. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's going to be a tight clash. Our second team cannot beat Benfica, but I'm telling you this for a fact. Our first team cannot beat Benfica right now. The Granny Jackers, those frauds out there, they can't beat Benfica. So do we stand a chance against Benfica? I don't know. It's really hard for me to say that we stand a chance against Benfica. But that is it. We shall be playing Benfica in the round of 32 in the Europa League. What are your thoughts on that? Do we go through? It's going to be a hard one. Emirates Stadium is no longer, our home of respect, because you would think this is where you end matters when, in such tough clashes on Europe. If you have such a hard game, you go out, you're going out in Portugal, it's going to be hard, right? You're going to lose 2-1, it's going to be a 2-2, it's going to be a 3-2 or something like that. But what you do, you bring it in England and crush those boys. But, it's not going to happen. It's really not going to happen. The Emirates Stadium is not that stadium where you feel that you have the strength, you have the confidence to get points against Benfica. So I think it's going to be a walkover for Benfica unless something changes. It's going to be a walkover for Benfica. They get us in this kind of, where we are in, it's going to be a walkover for Benfica. Congratulations. I think, they are through. I just don't see us. If we cannot beat Burnley, small, mere Burnley, we can't beat Burnley. I don't see us, really stand a chance against Benfica. Real talk. I'm telling you. Real talk. But I'm not here for that. I know I know you have had the news that Arsenal is playing Benfica. You have already made your evaluations. I don't want to do any tactical analysis or any predictions on that. I'm telling you, I feel like we are off. Off Europa League. Unless Mikel Arteta gets sacked and we do reparations right away, lest that we are out. I'm telling you, we are out. But still, my biggest story of the day is Massimiliano Allegri. Again, reports have come out indicating that Massimiliano Allegri is actually going to be the next Arsenal manager, not Mauricio Pochettino and not Brendan Rodgers. I'll talk about Brendan Rodgers in the next stream. But today, right now, let's talk Massimiliano Allegri. To be honest, how many of you in the chat want Massimiliano Allegri at Arsenal? Real thing. How many of you in the chat want Massimiliano Allegri at Arsenal? Tell me. I want you guys to be frank and tell me, Kosi, I want Allegri down at Arsenal. Or you tell me, Kosi, I don't want Massimiliano Allegri at Arsenal. Real thing. Because, for a matter of fact, I think he's a good manager. He has the experience. We are shambolic, and the shambles we are in right now, you need a big manager with a lot of experience, a man who has managed football somewhere. Mikel Arteta, the puppet. Arteta, the puppet. You don't need to bring in another puppet. I'm telling you, I don't want Pamit Saka anywhere close to this job. I don't want Patrick Vieira anywhere close to this job. I don't want Thierry Henry anywhere close to this job. Those are going to be another set of puppets in the managerial role. You see how, Arsenal rose Arteta through the ranks so quickly because they knew they had a puppet. He was just going to do whatever they wanted. So they had a puppet on their side. From head coach to head manager within no time. We had to question this. I'm telling you, it was a matter of fact. We had to question this. Real talk. You ask yourself, what did he do to deserve being head manager at a club like Arsenal? No experience. Yes, he had won 2 trophies in a space of 1 month, where we were lucky because in FA Cup, we were so lucky. We were damn lucky. I'm telling you. We were so lucky. So, you want a manager right now who understands football. That's the first thing. You want a manager who has football doctrines. You have a manager with principles, not the audible principles of Mikel Arteta, because he says he has principles and he calls them the Andro Peppers. Get me? That he doesn't compromise his principles. Sorry, this man is a liar. I'm telling you, this for a fact. He's a liar. He says he plays players on form and merit. He doesn't play Cedric. He's on more form. He's more recently on form than Hector Bellerin. He doesn't play Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He doesn't play Jose Willock. Those are the most informed players we have at Arsenal, both at home and even the Europa League. And he says he plays players on merit. Sorry, that's a lie. And I want to tell you this, guys. Allegri is a man with principles. I'm not backing him. Don't tell me because you're backing him. I'm just saying that he's way too better than what we have and what we deserve. We should be grateful that Allegri is not already coming out to say, I hate Arsenal. I can't join Arsenal. They are trash. They are shit. I'm so happy. Actually, my hope increases every day when I look at Massimiliano Allegri and I'm like, okay, he's not trashing us. He's not pushing us away. He is not saying Arsenal are shit. He's not saying Arsenal are crap. Probably he's going to give us a chance. Because it's going to depend on Allegri. This job depends on Massimiliano Allegri. If you're bringing in Massimiliano Allegri right now, he has to think about 2 things. 1, the club is 15th. 2, it has average banger shit players. 3, it doesn't have money. It's not willing to spend. That is the worst job you're going to have as a manager with a reputation. I'm telling you. How are you going to attract players down to this club? How are you going to attract players down to... if you are given an Arsenal job, everybody in the chat, everybody on the live stream, if you're given this Arsenal job, how would you attract a new player in January? For example, probably by January we shall have settled in among the last 5. We shall have settled in. We'll be around 10 points from the top 10 or 20. Because if we lose to Southampton or we draw to Southampton and we draw against Everton and we also lose to Chelsea, we shall be around 15 or 10 points behind top 10. So if you're Massimiliano Allegri, you're thinking of 2 things. 1, how am I going to save Arsenal if I'm given this job? Because that's what everybody wants to do. That's what everybody wants to see. They want to see you save Arsenal. And the pressure is around, the next manager, even for the join. We want to see a change of results. I understand. It's understandable as Arsenal fans. We want to see a change of results. But question is, how is this next manager going to get the results at that Arsenal side? How? Because the players we want cannot come to a club that is 15th. Allegri is going to want a Paulo Dybala. Well and good. He has already come out and said that Juventus is not willing to renew his contract and so on. There is a lot of uncertainty. But Paulo Dybala is not willing to play for Arsenal right now. I'm telling you. At least we were more attractive in the summer. I would agree to that. We were more attractive in the summer because we had an FA Cup on our heads. We had a Community Shield somewhere on our heads. We are a bit more attractive. But right now, real talk, Arsenal ain't attractive. Sorry, this club is not attractive at all. Telling you this for a matter of fact. This club is not attractive, not at all. I'm saying not at all. Nowhere near being attractive. You can't attract Jose Maguire right now. You can't convince Dominic Szoboszlai to join you. You won't convince Emi Buendia right now because man is thinking I'm going to the Premier League and these guys are sinking. You get me? What if I sink with them? He doesn't want to play. No, he doesn't want to play 2, seasons in the championship. He's coming back with Norwich. They're fighting as much as they can to come back. So I know we're excited about the new manager. I know we're excited about Massimiliano Allegri. I know we're excited about Poch. Mauricio Pochettino is a good coach. You could talk about Angel Nidges, man. You could talk about Simeone, but the matter of fact is, these managers will need tools for the job which are not readily available at Arsenal. I'm just telling you this. These managers will need money, they will need players, they will need authority, and Arsenal is not willing to let go of those. Arsenal is simply not willing to let go of those. However much Allegri is linked to Arsenal, however much everybody's going to be linked to Arsenal, because I know there are going to be some other links. Like yesterday night, after we were beaten by Burnley, news came out that Brendan Rodgers was willing to join the side. And that's like, are you crazy? Are you crazy, Brendan? Are you crazy? Are you right thinking in your right mind? You want to join Arsenal and leave Leicester City? That was a fraudulent post. I'm telling you. I wanted to do that story first, but then I thought about it and I'm like, wait, you're telling me Rodgers is leaving a club that can give him 50, 60 million to fund his budget every season? Because Leicester City can do that. They care about the club. They care about their brand. They care about, they know they have won the Premier League before. They want to do it again. You see them every single season. They are trying. Arsenal ain't trying. We don't try. The players don't try. I told you yesterday, I was looking at Maddison. Those 2 goals he scored, that was individual brilliance. Willian can do that. Aubameyang can do that. Lacazette can do that. We have so many players in that fucking team that can do those fucking things. Real talk. But they're not trying. And you're saying Massimiliano Allegri is going to change this club. You're telling me Allegri is coming to change this fucking club with those kind of players. He is inheriting the worst Arsenal side. Not in quality, not in morale, not in anything. The tactics are so wrong. The players are so down. I mean, I don't know. We have 25 deadwood players that we failed to ship off last summer, and we are still paying them massive wages. We let go of almost 10 midfielders. I'm counting for you. Ramsey left for Juventus. Torreira left for Atletico Madrid. Guendouzi is at Hertha Berlin. Those are all midfielders. Wilshere, where is he? Where's Wilshere? West Ham? I don't know. You're looking at those midfielders. Those are around 4. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool. Those players left the club and we didn't replace them. Xhaka was there. You get me? Xhaka was there. So we remained with 1 midfielder. We shipped off almost 6 good players. And Henrik Mkhitaryan, I've forgotten. Henrik Mkhitaryan. And we also threw Ozil out of the squad. And we brought in 2 players. 2. Dani Ceballos and Thomas Partey. This is interesting. This is so interesting. I'm telling you. Facts are facts. Facts are facts. This is so interesting. And you're telling me that a manager like Massimiliano Allegri wants to inherit Arsenal? That Brendan Rodgers wants to come down in that shit? It's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible. I won't be surprised if we go for a manager like Lucien Favre. Because Favre has been at Dortmund. I mean, Dortmund sacked their manager. Dortmund is 5 points off the league table leaders. You get me? I want to repeat that. Dortmund sacked Lucien Favre. Dortmund is 5 damn points. 5 damn points behind league leaders. And I'm telling you this for a fact. Dortmund has not won the league in the past 5 years. They have not. They last won the Bundesliga with Jurgen Klopp, but they sacked their manager. Arsenal is not thinking about sacking their manager when they are sitting 15th on the table. Now, if I am a new manager, is that an ambitious club I want to work for? Allegri has been down there in Juventus in Italy. Man is winning trophies. He's winning trebles. He's winning 4 trophies in a day. He's trophying. He's collecting every silverware there. I think the only thing he didn't win was what? The only thing he didn't win was Champions League at Juventus. He tried. And you're telling me he's looking at the situation at Arsenal and he's like, okay, I understand. Arsenal is in a crisis, right? Yeah. They need me. Yeah. But they cannot sack a manager when they have them 15th. They are still comfortable. What are you waiting for? This time, it's not Mikel Arteta out. I mean, he's not going to sack himself. Yes, I understand. As an Arsenal fan, I feel like this fraud should be throwing in the towel. Just resign. Go with some respect. Resign. Because this job is too big for you. You can't see it. You can just see it. You have the same lineup that is losing almost 5 consecutive games, and you can't change it because you don't have a football manager brain. It's as simple as that. You don't have a football manager brain. You can't think. You can't think of a plan B. You can't think when you're in a crisis. You can't think. You can't manage a club. This is not a damn coaching job where you have to look at the players every day, laugh with them, and so on. That's not a manager. Manager takes rough decisions. Get me? Bellerin is your friend. Bellerin is Spanish. Bellerin is fucking what? You have to drop him as a manager. Remember Arsene Wenger? Man was a no-nonsense man. I know there are so many things I still blame for Arsene Wenger. There's so many things. He's one of the people I do blame for the crap you're in right now. But that man, hail Arsene Wenger. We might not see a better manager at Arsenal than that man. With all the problems we had, he stood. He stood and he said, I'm going to fight. I tell you what, I'm going to fight. He fought for what he thought he was right. And he was right. He fought in that mud. He fought in that crisis. He stood there for Arsenal. He was there. And nobody better disrespect Arsene Wenger. He was there. He stood for us. When he was grooming the talent, and they were lying to us that they are selling that talent to raise money for the Emirates Stadium project, that man stood there. He stood and watched his best talent being shipped off every day to his rivals. You're telling him that you want to compete with Bayern and you're giving his best players to Bayern. You're telling him you want to compete with Barcelona and you're giving his best players to Barcelona. He was standing there. He said, I'm going to be at this club. And I am so ashamed that I'm one of those fans that disrespected Arsene Wenger. I'm really ashamed. I should be ashamed, and I should be saying sorry right now. Because he wasn't the problem. I'm telling you. Facts. Real facts. He wasn't the problem. I don't remember when Arsene Wenger's team selection was shit. I still remember he could bring in the young players because those big names in the side, the older players, the starting lineup, was doing a lot of crap. I still remember. He was the real deal. Man was the real deal. Now we can see this management wants someone they can manipulate. And they got in a puppet they can control without touching it. You should have had to his press conference yesterday. You should have had his press conference. I mean, I don't want to listen to him. But I'm an Arsenal fan. I need to know what's going on around this club. So I have to. I have to give you updates on wherever is going on. But you should have listened to what he said in the press conference yesterday. He was so foolish. Real talk. Talking about things like, I can't believe. And I'm telling you, he has got his worst Arsenal job, and he has made our team the worst job any manager is going to inherit. Where do you start? I mean, if you're Allegri and and you've started at Arsenal, where do you start? Thanks everybody for watching. I love the support. I love everything you guys do. The smashing of the like button. The subscribers. We are in 17,000 right now. We are moving so fast to 17,100. So big thing. So smash the like button. Smash that. Just hit a like on the video. Leave a like on the video, because I'm coming back with Brendan Rodgers in 2 hours. We're coming back here at the same podcast to discuss the fate of Brendan Rodgers. I'm telling you, Rodgers, if he dare makes that mistake, for Allegri, I wouldn't care less, because Allegri has been out for 1 year. He's been resting. So if he comes back, he knows that, everybody knows he's a good manager. If he comes back and he's, marveled by this, by this crap shit at Arsenal, everybody's gonna say Arsenal is shit, Allegri is good. But for Brendan Rodgers, he needs a club that's going to win him trophies right now. He needs because he's a good manager. All Rodgers is lacking is winning. He doesn't have silverware, besides his CV. That's the only thing he's lacking. Only thing. And this is real talk. Real talk. Thanks for all the people who are contributing in the stream, bringing in your comments. I'll be reading them. I'll come to you shortly. I'll be reading your comments as well. But I'm telling you, Allegri is faced with a challenge. Man doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job. And he's looking at this Arsenal job as an offer from, exile or something. It's like you don't have food, but the only piece of food you can get is in hell. That is what Allegri is thinking about. Should I go down to hell to get food? Because Arsenal is real hell. Real hell right now. As a manager, it's going to be very hard. It's not going to be an overnight thought. Let me just go to Arsenal. The fans expect their team to be among top 4. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who thought Arsenal would be among top 4, top 10, at least. I didn't expect Arsenal to be 15th. I'm telling you. Big man thing. Big man talk. Nobody expected Arsenal to be down there. Even our rivals. No one. Spurs. They can't lie. Spurs can't lie that they expected us to be down there. They can't lie. That is crap. This club is sinking in real shit. I want to talk about 2 things before I come to the comments. 2 things. 1, how are we 15th and we still have the same manager when Dortmund has 5 points of the league table leaders and they have sacked a manager? How is it happening? How are we 15th and we are not questioning the manager? Management, Edu, I think I was wrong about him. He's a fucking sporting director. We should be hearing the questions right now. We should be looking at the pressure on the manager's face. Man is so healthy, doesn't look like he has pressure. He's so handsome, looking good. No pressure, absolutely no pressure on Mikel Arteta. And Romano said this. He said the board believes in Mikel Arteta. They love him. They don't think of sacking him. Real talk. And I'm still looking at it and I'm like, what's happening at this football club? We are 15th. A manager still has job security. 100%. 100% job security. This is a joke. Tell me this is a joke. Tell me this is a joke. Someone in the comments just comment, this is a joke. Tell me it's a joke. Tell me it's not true. Tell me tell me that he has not lost his job yesterday. Tell me that he didn't lose his job against Tottenham. Tell me that he didn't lose his job against Aston Villa. Tell me that he didn't lose his job against Leeds. Same old mistakes, same old fucking manager, picking the same old fucking players in the wrong positions. You could say, and I love Tom, TGT. He saw the problem. This should be so hard for Tom because yesterday he published a big story. Arteta is being blamed for doing the right things at Arsenal. And he said some foolish opinions from foolish fans are saying that Mikel Arteta should be out. The real man, the real same man, after in that past match reaction, he said man should go. He should leave. But we have said that even against Fulham. I saw it. I told you guys against Fulham, that performance was abysmal. Those goals we scored against Fulham, they are not replicable. They're not real. They were not real goals. They were not created goals. They were not created chances. West Ham, the best team on the night, lost. It was West Ham. Sheffield United, they were the worst in the league. They scored the first goal against us, and we struggled to beat them 2-1. Leeds, we were lucky. How the hell did we concede? Manchester United, you expected that? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is shit. Real talk. You expected that. Now, I'm asking myself, why is this manager still having job security? That is one. Even the Max Allegri talk is not coming from the sources very close to the club. The Max Allegri, talk is coming from blogs. That means that Mikel Arteta on the other side of the road is so sure he will be here until January. Give him another fucking window. Give him another fucking window, complete window. How many managers at Arsenal have had a complete transfer window? How many? Before people fucking, fuck around, how many managers at Arsenal have had a very good transfer window? Give me one. Unai Emery. Real talk. He has Torreira, Guendouzi coming. David Louis. I'm telling you, I don't think he wanted David Louis. He wanted a far better defender. We couldn't give him. We couldn't give him a better defender. Leno. Who else? And Kian Tierney. Right? We gave him David Louis playing with Rob Holding, Mustafi. You get me? No Arsenal manager has ever had a perfect transfer window. Track back the last 20 years at Arsenal. Let's look at the last 10 years of Arsene Wenger. The last 10 years. You still remember? They were giving him players like Olivier Giroud when he was asking for a Karim Benzema. When he asked for Higuain, they gave him Lucas Podolski and Olivier Giroud. You get me? When he was asking for players like Nabil Fekir, who did we bring in? So I'm telling you, the perfect window that some Arsenal fans are suggesting that we should give Mikel Arteta ain't gonna come because it has not been happening. It's not happening. Give him a perfect window. He buys defenders, midfielders, strikers. Where have you seen that happen at Arsenal? When? It has never happened. Let us stop fooling ourselves. That is not the kind of manager Arsenal deserve. We are a bad club. We do not deserve a worse manager. Let us have a bad manager at least. If Wenger was bad, and yesterday I was looking at someone's comment and was like, let us bring back Wenger as interim. And I was like, this is a joke, but it's a real one. Real talk. If you brought back Arsene Wenger as interim, I wouldn't accept him to go. I'll be flogging on. I'll be flexing in his Twitter handle or Gmail. Please stay, Because now, as an Arsenal fan, I've come to realize that the problems of this football club can only be handled by a man like Arsene Wenger. Not a manager who cannot pick the best 11. Not that manager. Not that manager. I've seen Arsene Wenger drop Olivier Giroud at some times. I've seen Arsene Wenger drop Van Persie in some games because he's shit. Merit was his system. Man was France. He loved French players. He brought in so many good French players. The Laurent Koscielnys, the Olivier Girouds, you can name them. But he was a real manager. He knew this player is going to play in this game. And we criticized him for nothing because we know by that time, probably, I was not even understanding football. What was I saying? Stephen, don't remember. But right now, my eyes are wide open. I'm looking at everything and I'm like, yeah, it was a mistake. Arsene Wenger was the real man for this job. Real talk. He was the real man for this job. So, Massimiliano Allegri, we want Allegri. We want Allegri. We want Allegri. I know. Everybody's going to say that. But Allegri is looking at 2 or 3 things. One, he has a Real Madrid waiting somewhere. Get me? He has a Real Madrid waiting for somewhere. And it's like, if I hold on a little bit, I can go to Real Madrid. He has a club like Barcelona could be waiting. If Ronald Koeman messes up, because he's already messing up, he can go to Barcelona. I'm telling you, Barcelona is drawing PSG in the round of 16. If they don't go through there, I don't see Ronald Koeman stay at Barcelona. So he's looking at that and he's like, do I go at Madrid? Do I wait for PSG? Or do I go for Arsenal? He's not mad. He knows the problem. Now, everybody, the good things that everybody now knows the problems Arsenal is sinking in, and the club has been exposed. It's no longer the old Arsenal where we didn't know the problems and we thought it was the manager. Now, everybody knows that the problems of this football club are way bigger than the simple coach we see on the touchline. So I don't think Allegri is fit. I mean, it's going to choose Arsenal. He might be fit because everybody's fit for this job. Who ain't fit? If Mikel Arteta, if the board thinks Arteta is fit, so everybody's fit. But I'm telling you, Allegri, I won't be surprised if he says no, I'm not getting down at Arsenal. I won't be surprised. Real talk, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. He's a good manager. I understand. Allegri is a very good manager, and everybody loves him. Every Arsenal fan would want to see Massimiliano Allegri at Arsenal. But do we have the capability? Do we have the might to sponsor him? Are we going to sponsor him? Answer is no. Because we have not sponsored nobody. We let go of one good manager, Unai Emery, when we just needed to give him a good window. You would give a good window to Unai Emery, but you wouldn't give a good window to Mikel Arteta. Because Emery then, you're like, his problem is defending the ball. If we can defend, we are good to go. We used to score goals. His dressing room was torn apart. Still remember. He was torn apart. But we were far better. I'm telling you this. We were far better under Unai Emery. We were far better. Telling you. We were so fucking better than we are right now. No win at the Emirates Stadium in the past 4 games at home. No win. Comfortably no win. And the manager is still opening his fucking eyes on a fucking touchline. Who the fuck does that? the same manager is picking Hector Bellerin. One mistake like this, Bellerin is so unlucky. One mistake like this, corner, goal. Granit Xhaka, you should be ashamed. These are the players that the new managers are going to look at them and they're like, I can't go down to Arsenal. Smash the like button, guys. Thanks for everybody for the love and watching. I can see the likes are up. Means a lot. It really means a lot. I'm telling you, this is real talk. These are the kind of scenarios a manager reviews and they're like, you know what, Edu? I ain't coming down to Arsenal. I'm not coming down to Arsenal. I'm sorry. Those are the scenarios you review. Unless if you're bringing in some desperate kind of manager, like Mikel Arteta, some person who's so naive. But I'm telling you, if you bring in someone who understands what they are going to offer to this football club, they are not coming down at in this Arsenal shit. They are not. I'm telling you, facts are facts. Allegri is gonna think about it and is like, I'm not coming down to Arsenal. And I'm telling you, even when I'm speaking about Brendan Rodgers, I'll give you the facts of what the reports are writing, but I'm gonna say the same things. So be prepared. I'm gonna say the same things. I don't see this football club survive. I just don't say it. We can't sack a manager. We can't sack a manager when we are 15th. Interesting. Hi, Kosi. Which part of Africa are you from? East Africa. Arteta do not know how to coach. Please send him off. That is Niway. Robert says, nice coaching. Sure, Allegri is coming. Arsenal. I want Pochettino. Sadiki says, Kosi, I want Allegri or Arsenal. Kasai just says, hello, man. How are you, brother? Daniel says, unless we spend big, there is no point in changing the manager because we have the same rubbish players. Xhaka out, Mustafi out, Willian out, Lacazette out, Holding out. Plus, Allegri is not old. He is only 53. I'm not saying he's old. He has experience. He has been at Juventus. He has been doing miracles there. We do have the second highest net spend in the world next to United since 2018. Kelvin Kamau says, I really want Allegri. Levy says, we also need players with experience and tactical. You got to get some leadership there in there. I agree. Big up Kosi, big up Roland. Allegri is a coach. Good, but does he fit in the shoe of an Arsenal manager? The answer is no. He does not play the game of Arsenal. Anyway, time will tell. That is a Kazim. Thank you so much, Kazim. Brilliant comment though. Kevin Kamau says, I really don't like managers who are former players of Arsenal. They have all the same Arsenal strategies in their minds. That's rubbish. Kelvin there. Samuel says, being realistic, we need to get Allegri in before New Year when Brexit starts. I'm telling you for a matter of fact, Emery had a worse squad there and finished 5th, bro. Samuel Garcia there. Prabhu says, this is all nonsense. No big manager, no player will sign. We are not even in a top 10 club. We have to be stuck. We have to be stuck with Arteta, or some interim will come in. I don't disagree with you. I mean, I won't be surprised if Mikel Arteta or Lucien Favre is picked on the road. Sadiki says, once a wise man said it's time to go. The proverbs are coming out. The proverbs are coming out. I'm not really into proverbs, but I mean, I'm looking at them. Someone says Allegri can get us top 6 and win us a trophy if he comes in before New Year. Garcia says, Samuel says, the Haran is Arsenal. We are in London with all facilities available. Also, we pay players and coaches a lot of money, but don't be so silly. Of course, a big manager that's free will come like Poch or Max. Please keep the comments very, very respectful. Bring Torreira back as well as Genduzi. They can be better than the current squad. We have the money. That is Samuel. Moy says, keep indulging these same players week in, week out, no matter what. The form results is no good. No good crying when you sacked Mikel. Utter incompetence. That's there. Prabhu says top players see which tournament we gonna play, and big managers won't sign till he is given assurance of money in transfers. Daniel Da Costa says we need to get a grip. We are in a slump. There is 26 games left. We are not halfway through the season. How can Arteta control Xhaka's actions last night? Players accountable. No reactions. No raw reactions. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, big man, team man, I'm not reacting to your comments. I want to go through them and see what you think. Jenga says bringing in a former player, is bringing Buhari to rule Nigeria again. Once a wise man said it's time to go. Get me, blood. Is Arteta going? Oh, that's Kasaija. I mean, I don't know what to say. He should be ashamed. We are 15th. Our fixtures are laughing at us. Southampton home, Everton away, Chelsea away, Brighton away, not winnable fixtures. Prabhu says it's better to have Wenger as interim manager. Only he can bring things to normal. No one else can. We are crying for Wenger now, right? The players I want to see versus Southampton: Leno, Gabriel, Luiz, Tierney, Ainsley, Ceballos, Elneny, Willock, Saka, Aubameyang, and Pepe. It's getting interesting, right? In fact, the board of Arsenal are not good enough. I mean, we know that. Thank you so much, though, Kazim. You are shut, Arteta. Nowhere go. Arteta, nowhere go. I won't comment. Terry, my brother, how are you? Watching my club now is so painful. I'm telling you, Terry. There's nothing as painful these days watching those frauds on the pitch. Nothing. Brother, Arsenal is finished. I am Arteta. I hate Arsenal and I like Bellerin to take a bad throw. Ayman Fido. I know that's you. Hey, big up Ayman. I feel if anything needs replacement in Arsenal, it's Kroenke. Kroenke is the source of the problems, the source of the process. The players need an exit door. No, Allegri will be the same like Emery. No. I understand. You could have different thoughts about a manager. And that's why whenever a new manager is linked to our club, I'll be giving you the updates. So, I'm not dictatorship. Arteta is a good coach. He's good as a coach. Kroenke is someone should smash his legs till he funds the club. We want Ozil, please. That is Panus. Terry says, smash the likes up. Smash the likes, everybody. And thanks, everybody, for watching this show. It's so interesting to have you guys on. Make sure you smash the like button as well. Allegri is not competent enough. Serie A is not competent enough. Sack Arteta, sack Kroenke, sack the whole board. Sadiki with a comment. Because this is simply all Arsenal fans should avoid supporting the team until Arsenal goes. Ishmael Kamara from Sierra Leone. I left the cinema yesterday when I saw the rubbish Lacazette played. I've had the same old thoughts though. Allegri or Pochettino come to Arsenal FC club. I would want to see, Pochettino is a good manager. Allegri is a good manager. None of them. I just don't believe any of them is bad and is that bad. Baseke Ronald says, I'm from Uganda, but at the moment Arteta needs some time. Okay. Allegri or Pochettino come to Arsenal. I've taken that. Okay. Terry says, Aluko Dangote 22. I have faith. I don't know what I should say about that, Terry. I don't know what you should say about that. Really, I don't know what I can say about that, but thanks everybody for watching this stream. It's embarrassing that one of the best, heaviest streams we're having these days is about sanging our manager. It's embarrassing. From Jamaica, big up. We need young, talented players. That's Michael. They need a good coach, Alex. Why would he want to come to us? No, it's a big question, man. Big question. no attractive football, no nothing. There is no manager who wants to come down in this kind of no manager. No manager, absolutely no manager. I'm telling you. The more team Arteta get the more we go down the players spitting him. Terry says, if he does not buy the club, I will stop watching football. Terry, that's too harsh. The day Arteta will know that Auba can be substituted, that's when he will start winning matches. Look, Baseke, Ronald. I know Aubameyang is dreadful. I know there's so many players that are dreadful, but you just can't keep it down on Aubameyang. You just can't. He's contributing just a little to the problem. We have to focus on the real problem. Who is the real problem? We shouldn't just blame, Aubameyang, because it's easy to blame Aubameyang. He's a captain and so on. It's easy. But is he the real target? Aubameyang is not the real target. I'm telling you. Facts are facts. Not the real target. And they need players. Alex, please tell the management to bring someone like Messi or Lewandowski. Jerry says, if Arteta had the money, would he perform better? I don't know. How sure am I that he would he'd perform better? Because he is not trying. Look, a manager who is trying is far different from a manager who is not trying. Klopp, at his first season at Liverpool, he was trying. You could see there was a big impact at Liverpool. Right now, do you have a big impact at Arsenal? It's not there. It's just not there. It's not there. But thanks everybody for supporting the stream. I like that. The dollar sign. I can't see it anymore. But you can buy me a super chat. You can buy in your super chats using that dollar sign. It is in the chat section. They are massively appreciated as well. I want to keep improving the content, improving the looks. I want to get the studios and so on, like every other YouTuber. So as you get in the comments, get in the super chats, get in the join us by becoming a member. Those things are all appreciated, but this like button is massively appreciated as well. Auba has done too much for us to turn on him, although he has to improve. Yeah, he has to improve. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. He has been at times he has been sorry for that. At times he has been crap. I'm telling you. At times he has been crap, but I don't disagree. He has been quite shit. He's been quite shit. He plays the weak players like Xhaka, Bellerin, Laka, Ceballos, Willian. All need to go. Harbour Master, thank you so much. People are seeing it. People could see it. People can see it. Smash the like button. Get your super chats both in there. I really love super chats because they support this channel. And that's how we roll it. At times, these streams are not monetized. So if you get in the super chats, they really help me to boost the channel. Alex says hit the like. Please do. I do. I appreciate everybody who's hitting the like button. I do appreciate. Hit that like button. Okay, we can bring in a coach like Simeone to discipline the lazy boys at Arsenal. Now, if you cannot afford Allegri, you can't afford Simeone. Real talk. Real talk. If you can't afford Allegri, you can't afford Simeone. It's real talk. 4 more likes, guys. 4 more likes to make it 40. Just 4 more likes. Somebody give me four likes, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more likes. Massively appreciated. Because we have the best strike in Everton. Why can't Arsenal sign him? Yeah, Everton is a good player. He has been linked with Arsenal for quite some time right now, right? Yeah. Terry says, Kosi, how is the situation in UG terms of Corona? I want to come on 24th. No, Corona is okay. People are flying back, Terry. People are flying back in the country. They are flying out and in. So you can come back. The difference is that you won't be able to do the parties, and maybe you're going to have house parties, or, you're going to see what? You're going to visit family. You're not going to do the parties, no bars, no clubs, no clubbing, no nothing like that. Please appoint Allegri. Arsenal fans have chosen Allegri. Looks like final Aubameyang got the first goal. Oh my God, it's an own goal. Nafi, I missed you so much, Nafi. How are you doing? Final Aubameyang scores an own goal. What exactly is Arsenal's problem? And please tell us what's going on between Ozil and the coach. Where do I start with Arsenal's problem? I mean, everybody has their own view of what's the problem at Arsenal. I'm telling you this for a fact. Everybody has their own view. Some people are going to tell you the problem at Arsenal is absolutely the coach. That's not true. It's not true. The problem at Arsenal is not just the coach. Other people will tell you that the problem at Arsenal is the players, the management, Wenger. But I'm telling you, it's the process. Because the process takes in everything. These players belong to the process. The manager belongs to the process. The sporting director and Vinay all belong to the process. And Stan Kroenke is the head of that process. So that's the problem at Arsenal. You see where it comes from? It's not that easy, man. It's not that easy. Thanks everybody who has smashed the like button. It's the thumbs up. That thumbs up button means a lot. It's $1 million button on every chat. You've just got to smash it, smash the hell out of it. Smash it. Someone has ever come. Simeon has never come. He never ever come to us. No, Diego Simeon cannot come to us. No, let's not start sleeping. Let's not start sleepwalking. He can never. What's going on between Ozil and the coach? Footballing reasons. That's what Mikel Arteta says. He says he's leaving Arsenal. He's leaving Ozil out of Arsenal's starting lineup because of footballing reasons. So what do we have to say? Footballing reasons. Simeon taken that. We need players like Ozil before. Yeah. Real man thing, man. Jean Bobo says, Mukonzi says, problem is not coach problems. We don't have good quality players to change Arsenal. We need 6 or 8 to get a good team. 100 people watching. Smash the like button. Thank you. Smash the like button if you haven't already. If you have smashed it the first time, don't smash it again. It must be blue or black. If you're watching from a mobile, it's gonna be black. If you're watching from a laptop, it's gonna be blue. I'm not sure any coach taking the Arsenal job this Peggy. Brilliant thought. You are a real Arsenal fan. You think like a football fan. Football. You have a football brain. Why is Arteta still there? From Sunday match, we should have been. He should have been sacked, asked to leave ASAP. Yeah, that's the same question I've been asked myself. Why is man still at that Arsenal job? Why? Is he Arteta? Is he Arteta going in? I'm fed up. I'm seeing him in Arsenal jacket. Football reasons, my foot. I'm telling you, I'm so disgusted by that word. Footballing reasons. I was disgusted. How the hell do you come out and say you are leaving out the best player in the squad for footballing reasons? Are we playing netball? Are we playing basketball? That was shit, man. That was shit. Are we gonna be relegated this season, Nafi? I don't want to break your heart. Guys, smash the like button. First, smash the like button for me. Let's get them to 50 before I answer this question. We have 7 to go. Just 7 to go. Smash the like button. Let's get them to 50. And then I answer this question. Are we getting relegated this season? I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Someone is disturbing me on WhatsApp. I'm just gonna, leave them out to dry. The comments are so many, and I'll take them because that's what I do. But we are still answering, guys. No, in the chat, guys, in the chat. Real talk. Let me just do this, okay? There we go. So, guys in the chat, real talk. Do you think Arsenal can get relegated? Like, do you think we are going to get relegated? The answer is no. But I'm telling you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Let me hold my mic close. If Arsenal finishes below top 10, that is even an embarrassing moment than relegation. Arsenal's relegations, by Arsenal standards, Arsenal's relegation should be finishing top 8. I mean, if you finish 8th, 7th, you are relegated. I mean, that is the standard Arsenal should be having. That is the standard Arsenal should be having. Telling you, that is the standard Arsenal should be having. You cannot tell me that Arsenal is battling it out with Brighton, Burnley, and we are fighting the worst of the worst in the league, and the worst of the worst in the league are beating us. I mean, there are times when I'm, there are times when I do these lonely shows, and they get to 1 hour, and I'm like, I better just stop talking because I feel like I'm frustrated. I'm fucking disgusted. Arteta in, but players out. American footballer, no comments. Balogun is so clear of Nketiah, yet doesn't make the squad. Clear of any striker right now. Arteta is very stubborn. He doesn't listen to people's opinion. Probably he is technically deficient. He stands on the touchline throughout the game, and yet he cannot give the instructions because he doesn't have the instructions to give those players. Telling you, man, real talk. Why can't we sign Aston Villa Boaz? Villas Boaz from Marseille. He's a good manager. He will change Arsenal to winning mentality. There's so many suggestions that are going to come from you. So many. It's Kamar for Arteta. Keeping Ozil out and good players like Genduzi Torreira all out because of his ego. He doesn't have an ego. What kind of ego? I mean, an ego is supported by something. What has he done to this, to have an ego? It's just stupidity. Now he's out for sure. Bloody, he is a puppet for the Arsenal board. That's why Arteta is getting time. He's a puppet. He's our most talented midfielder. Yes, he's lazy, but he has made more chances than any other midfielder in the less games played. I mean, we have scored 10 goals in the last 12 games. An average of 0.8 goals per game. We need good players and a good coach next season. Next season? Did someone say next season? Okay. I love that. I'm really loving it. What is the board planning for Arteta or for the team? Nothing. I mean, the Arsenal board has always been planning nothing, so you always know that they're planning nothing. Would be lucky to finish above 10. We would be so lucky. Guys, we have daily streams at exactly 10 a.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 3 daily streams on a daily basis. This one is coming in because YouTube had crashed, so I had to come in a little bit late. And we also had a fucking game that was so fucking frustrating yesterday. But smash the like button. Get yourself subscribed to the channel. How do you subscribe? It's bottom right corner. There's a subscribe button there. But also in the video, is it visible? Let me see. In the video, it's not so visible. But you're looking at Kosi's Arsenal podcast, 17K subscribers. That is massive. Join the army. Join the family. Get yourself subscribed and you can join the big family right now. I still remember gonna the days when we were, a very small army. No, but it will be the worst place finished. Kosi, Arsenal is killing me slowly. Hope Xhaka will never play for Arsenal again. Rogers, I can't guarantee that. Auba and Lacazette need to be better. It's true. Very true. The players are not playing for him. It's too early for relegation. True. Allegri has to join. He's a great coach. Not everybody thinks like that. Nikel Mbambo says Luis is known for turning dressing rooms against managers. He did at Chelsea. Xhaka and Luis have turned their backs on a man who saved them. He stood for them. But why did Arteta pick them? Arteta sucks. Arteta's problem is that he's choosing his favorite, not quality. Arsenal should be overall Ricky pick. He picks players who don't turn up for him. The ones who do are the kids from the Europa League, but they don't get a chance. At least put them on the bench to change the game. Wenger on as interim. What do you think? I'm not thinking straight anything. I'm not thinking straight. Don't miss the daily content. The easy way to get that daily content is by subscribing. You want to support the channel? It's as easy as buying me a super chat using that $sign in the comment box. Join my WhatsApp group. Link is in the description. The Facebook page, Courses Arsenal Podcast. The link is in the description as well. So we have a lot of work to do. I'm telling you, we really have a lot of work to do. Really. And new owners. What? I need this. Kroenke out. Allegri is only good if he gets 200 million in the transfer window. Every manager would want to be backed. Papa Games is leaving Atlanta. Try and get him. Need a fully fit Partey back. Martinelli will be like a new signing. Cedric. No. Don't start, please. Don't start. Arsenal needs Ozil. Give Arteta time. Arsenal will bounce back, especially if Ozil is brought back. When Auba scored on goal, my heart. Don't make me laugh. I've taken a lot of caffeine, 2 cans of caffeine in the past night. I didn't know it was not good. So my heart is not really stable. So don't make me laugh so much, guys. Don't make me laugh so much. There. I think the board is the problem, yet we suffer now. So, guys, what is Arsenal's problem? Because everybody out there is saying the same thing. Arteta out. What is our problem? I'll be back with the Brandon Rogers stream at exactly, it's 5:28 at exactly 7. So tune in 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now, I'm coming back with the Brandon Rogers. My thoughts about Brandon Rogers joining Arsenal. I'm signing up for now. 97 people watching on the stream. Massively appreciated. The Courses Arsenal army is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Facebook, Courses Arsenal podcast. WhatsApp, Courses Arsenal army. Instagram, Courses Arsenal podcast. Follow me there. I mean, that's all we can do. Link